Welcome to Jazz Haven, broadcasting live from studios in downtown New Haven, Connecticut, at WNHHLP, on the web at newhavenindependent.org, and at WETFLP, the jazz station, South Bend, Indiana, streaming at jazzradio.wetf.org. Here with Stan, the man with the jazz.
Condiment at Coop's place. You know, love the Cajun restaurant that knows my face. Tabasco, sweet chipotle habanero, and pepper sauce. Crystal, Louisiana's favorite hot sauce. Sriracha hot chili sauce. Fancy tomato ketchup. Blue plate Rio mayonnaise. Yellow mustard, salt and pepper, 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 salt and went to Coop's Place. And no love, the Cajun restaurant that knows my face. Tabasco, smoked chipotle habanero, and pepper sauce. Crystal, Louisiana's favorite hot sauce. Sriracha, hot chili sauce, fancy tomato ketchup, blue plate Rio mayonnaise, Heinz yellow mustard, salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper.
That's Jennifer Wharton's Bonegasm. And Jennifer is there on bass trombone. And she was also, it was her voice you heard there singing. And there are three other trombone players. John Fedchuk, her husband, Nate Mayland, Alan Ferber, and they're all on slide trombones. Michael Eckroth is there on the piano, Evan Greger bass, Don Peretz on the drums. And the tune we heard was Coop's Condiments, and that happens to be her favorite Cajun restaurant in New Orleans. It's called Coop's Place, located there in the French Quarter. And that's off a release called Grit and Grace, the latest from Jennifer Wharton's Bonegasm. And we started Jazz Haven with Meriden, Connecticut's master of the Hammond B3 organ, Brian Charette, from his release back in 2021 called Power from the Air. It's on the Steeplechase label. And the tune we heard was Fried Birds. That was his composition with Ty Chris on the flute, Mike DeRubbo, alto sax, Kenny Brooks on the tenor, Karel Ruzicka on the bass clarinet, and Brian Fischler on the drums. Coming up today on Jazz Haven, it's New Haven weekend at the Side Door Jazz Club. And we have all the players. And, of course, we have the number one jazz recording this week. We got the latest from Samara Joy and One for All. But first, here's something you probably didn't know. The Grammy Award winner this year for the Best Jazz Vocal Album is from Connecticut. And in fact, she was born and raised in Waterbury. She now resides in West Haven, Connecticut. And she, as I said, won the Grammy in February. Little did we know. Her name is Nicole Zaritis. And this is off the Grammy Award-winning album, How Love Begins.
Bottom of the sea, eager to share their love's journey. Two fish raced into the ocean deep. The further they went, their bond grew dramatically. So large it grew, and suddenly they knew never more would they venture above. Their mouths never weary, or ears tired of hearing how great the depth of their love. Then one fish turned and said with glee, if I could tell the loving sea how it felt when you looked at me, she'd leave her shores or breezes, leave her shells and beaches, bottom of the sea. Maybe those two fishes would soon become three, three or four. If push comes to shove, always together since that shore above. Their mouths never weary or ears tired of hearing how great the depth of their love. How great the depth of their love. Ah, depth of their love.
from the Black Art Jazz Collective. And we heard the title track from their brand new release, Truth to Power. And that's Wayne Escoffery composition. Wayne Escoffery co-leads this band with trumpeter Jeremy Pelt. And a lot of musicians on here. Josh Evans, Wallace Roney Jr., along with Jeremy Pelt on the trumpets, James Burton III, trombone, Victor Gould on the keys, Rashawn Carter bass, and Mark Whitfield Jr. on the drums. Now, this band is going to be at the Side Door Jazz Club this weekend. And I think earlier I said it was New Haven weekend. Well, Wayne Escoffery was born in London, England, but spent most of his early music education years in New Haven. So we claim him. Wayne Escoffery. And that's the Black Art Jazz Collective. And we started the set with the Grammy Award winner for this year's Best Jazz Vocal Album, Nicole Zaritis, from her release called How Love Begins. And she's a West Haven, Connecticut resident, born in Waterbury, 39 years old. And this is the first time she's won a Grammy. She was nominated previously, but this was the first Grammy Award for her. And that was at this past February, the 66th annual Grammy Awards. The Jazz Haven Jazz Calendar is a quick rundown of some of the jazz in the area this week. It's Wednesday, April 10th, and tonight, educator and vocalist Ellen Ray and her friends will perform at Southern Connecticut State University in New Haven at 7:30 p.m. Concert is entitled Music in the Wilderness, and it's free. And her friends are Jeff Fuller, Darren Litzy, Mark Kaplan, Brian Woodruff. That's bass, piano, tenor sax, and drums, respectively. NMCC, no music cover charge. Each and every Wednesday at the Owl Shop Cigar Bar and Lounge, downtown New Haven, it's the Kevin St. James Quintet from 9 until midnight. NMCC. On Friday, April 12th, for that great vinyl listening experience, join jazz historian and curator Frank Cochran at the Institute Library in downtown New Haven, beginning at 5 p.m. This week's feature is classic Blue Note recordings from the 1960s, including trumpeter Lee Morgan, pianist Andrew Hill, tenor saxophonist Wayne Shorter, and pianist Herbie Hancock. It starts at 5 p.m. It's free and open to the public, and donations are accepted to deter expenses. Then for two shows in Waterbury at the Palace Theater Poli Club, it's Vanessa Ratchie and her quartet. Two shows, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Then there's the Spring Concert Series at Firehouse 12 in downtown New Haven. This week it's saxophonist Caroline Davis and guitarist Wendy Eisenberg. There's always two shows, 8:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. You can get tickets online, Firehouse 12, or at the box office, pending availability. And this weekend at Connecticut's premier jazz spot, the Side Door Jazz Club at the Old Lime Inn, on Friday, it's the Black Art Jazz Collective, featuring Wayne Escoffery. And on Saturday, it's New Haven guitarist Ed Cherry. The music starts at 8:30 p.m. Friday and Saturday nights. Also this weekend, it's the 11th Annual Jazz Festival presented by the Yale University Undergraduate Jazz Collective. Begins Friday at 7 p.m. and you'll hear the Wes Lewis Quartet. They're performing at the Afro-American Cultural Center at Yale. On Saturday at 6:30 p.m., it's Nat Adderley Jr., pianist Nat Adderley Jr., at the Afro-American Cultural Center. And Sunday at 7 p.m., it's pianist Emmett Cohen and his trio at Sudler Hall on the Yale campus. It's free admission, but you must register for tickets. Just go to the website, Yale University Undergraduate Jazz Collective. And on Saturday, it's at the historic Jazz Jam at Cafe 9, downtown New Haven, 4 to 7 p.m. All musicians are welcome to sit in after the first set. Our first set will be Dr. G, Jeff Fuller, and Barry Reese. On Sunday, April 14th, is the Jazz Brunch at the Elm City Market, downtown New Haven, with Jeff Fuller and friends. Brunch and music from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And finally, on Monday, April 15th, Income Tax Day, you can dance away your income tax blues at with the performance of Pat Todd's Tuxedo Junction. It's a swinging 17-piece big band. And they're performing at the Guilford VFW Hall. It's free, and the music begins at 7 p.m. That concludes the jazz calendar for the week. Go to jazzhaven.org for the complete calendar, updates, and additional information. So check out some jazz, lots of it. April is Jazz Appreciation Month, so we got plenty of it. It's America's only original art form. New Haven jazz guitarist Ed Cherry.
questions all over town. Where is he? Where can he be? Hoping he can be found. I'm on the loose and I don't dig it. Take my advice. If you find a man, girl, hold on tight. Don't let him. If you want him, don't let him. Hold on, hold on. Him tight. I don't know where my man is. Where can he be? What is he doing? I've been looking, I've been searching, I've been asking questions all over town. Where is he? Where can he be? Hoping he can be found. I'm on the loose and I don't dig it. Take my advice. If you find it, if you find a man, hold on to him tight. Don't let him, don't let him. If you want him, hold on to him tight. But if you don't want him, just let him go, let him go, let him go. Hold on tight, don't let him go. Don't let him go. If you want him, don't let him go. If you want him, don't let him go. 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 Hold on to him tight.
Three-time Grammy Award winner Samara Joy from her latest release, Linger a While Longer. And we heard Betty Carter's Tight. Samara will be here June 26th, part of the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. And ahead of that, we heard from New Haven guitarist Ed Cherry from his latest release, Are We There Yet? And we heard Mr. Walker, a Wes Montgomery composition. Monty Croft there on the vibes, Kyle Kaler, Hammond B3 organ, and Wookie Landum on the drums. Number one again this week, Ulysses Owens Jr. and Generation Y. Still at number one, that's drummer Ulysses Owens Jr. and Generation Y. And they are Sarah Hanahan, Connecticut's own alto saxophonist, Benny Benek III trumpet, Luther Allison piano, Philip Norris on the bass. And that was Benny Benek III's composition called London Town. And the name of the release is A New Beat. That's Ulysses Owens Jr. I think it's 2 months now they've been at number one. And we want to thank you for tuning in to Jazz Haven, broadcasting from our studios live in downtown New Haven, streaming at newhavenindependent.org, and the jazz station WETF LP, South Bend, Indiana, streaming at jazzradio.wetf.org. It's been my pleasure to be your host and the man here, and we hope you've enjoyed the music. We have had a great time playing it for you, and we look forward to the next time when we'll see you on the radio. Taking us home is brand new release from the band One for All, featuring trombonist Steve Davis, and the release is called Big George. It's on the Smoke Sessions label, and this tune is Cove Island Breeze, Steve Davis.
Hi, I'm Erin Stewart, Mayor of the City of New Britain and member of CCM's 119K Commission. 119K represents the 119,000 at-risk and disconnected young people all across Connecticut.